Hello, everyone. Long time no see. Make sure I can see comments. Yes, I can. Happy tax day. Hopefully you got your taxes done, and if not, you filed your extension. We'll wait just a couple minutes to give everyone an opportunity to find me. Hey, Tracy. And then we will jump in here in just a second. There is a lot going on. Have new things starting today with Stampin' Up, a new catalog in 2 weeks. Whew, 2 weeks, crazy. I don't know where the time has gone. February and March seem to poke along, and now April is flying by. Craziness. We'll wait just another minute. Sometimes I think I wait too long. Sometimes I don't think I wait long enough. Hi, Linda. I think you're going to like this card we're doing tonight. I had intended to do it last week, but I had a headache and I wasn't feeling all that great, but we are back in the swing of things. I have been busy getting ready for Saturday's Creative Escape. I'm so excited about it. And the extension agent is all excited too. So she's been helping me plan and get some things together. So we are looking forward to it. Of course, I didn't realize that it was Easter Sunday. That's okay. We're going to have fun. All right. I am going to go ahead and jump in and get started. Today, like I said, is Tuesday, April 15th, 2025. Happy Tax Day. And of course, this is our Tuesday Facebook Live here on DonnaStamps.com. And there's a lot going on. Today is a big day. I have been telling you for several weeks that very soon the Stampin' Up! Website was going to be updated and we were going to have a brand new rewards program starting. So you'll notice that when I did our host code for the month of April, I said it was only good for April 1st through the 12th. And that's because the system was down today and everything is new and improved. So it's very exciting. So previously, as you know, our host program was just that. It was a host event. And for orders over $150, you got to qualify for host rewards. Well, that's gone. You won't see any more host codes. You won't see any type of host rewards program anymore. We are doing something called Stampin' Rewards, where everyone is eligible to earn rewards that they can then, of course, spend on an upcoming purchase. The minimum order is $20, which makes it very, very affordable. And so any orders before shipping and tax that are $20 or more, you're going to earn 10% in Stampin' Rewards. Now, they are tied to a personal account, online account, which you'll have full control over. I can't see how many points you have. I can't go in and help you with it. It's strictly controlled by you. So if you've ever shopped with me online before, you are good except for one step, which I'm going to talk to you about here in just a second. Or if you've never shopped online with me before, you'll want to go over to my Stampin' Up! Page and create an account. Now, I actually posted a link today here in the group telling you that today was the first day of Stampin' Rewards, and there is a link to go over to my online store. Now, you don't have to place an order today. Of course, you can just go over and set up your account and be ready to go. When you set up that account or you log in for the first time, now that the changes happened, you will get a little pop-up that asks you if you would like to opt in for Stampin' Rewards, and you want to be sure and say yes to that. Okay, you only have to do it once, unless you decide down the road you want to opt out, but you'll just opt in once, and then that way moving forward, any orders that you place with that email address that you set up for that account will actually be deposited into your account, and you will be able to, again, like I said, use them on future purchases. Now, you can bank them. So let's say you decide to place 2 orders the rest of this month. And you earn points on both of them. You can save both deposits, and you'll see anything that's been deposited and or redeemed in your account on your dashboard. But you can save those. They're good for a year. And then we will be able to, the Stampin' Up! Website will be able to track for you and tell you when and how much is going to be expiring first. So I love that idea that you don't have to track it. You'll be able to log in and it'll say you have $100 in rewards and $50 of it is going to expire on May 31st. It will always use the oldest rewards deposited first. And that way you're always current with what's going on. So if you have any trouble or you have any questions, once you go over to my online store, please reach out to me. I'm still learning all the quirks and perks of everything. But it's going to be wonderful that everybody now is going to be able to take part in those rewards. And I'm very excited about that. All right. In addition to that, the new catalog, of course, is right around the corner. They are here. I have boxes and boxes of them. So if you would like one and you're not a demonstrator or currently working with a demonstrator, just leave me a message. Let me know, and I'll be happy to get one for you. I do not charge for them. So they are free to you. Just let me know, like I said, and then you can swing by and pick that up. Now, if you are coming to my Creative Escape this weekend, I will have them, so you can get them there. And there'll be lots of other opportunities. There's going to be a new Caddy Kickoff coming, where you'll come and get the catalog, make some projects with new product. And then I'll also have them at my upcoming BOGO sale, which I'll talk about here in a second. But again, you need to make sure that if you have an account that you go double check, make sure the email address and everything is correct and that you opt in. What else? The last chance list, of course, is up. Things are discounted. And again, just like before, when we've talked about the retiring list as we know it is no longer. It doesn't end at the end of this month, but as things sell out, they will drop off of the last chance list. So you want to make sure that you get in there and get the things that you want before they do sell out. Some have already. Many are discounted up to 60%. So it's a great way to be able to get some of your favorite things that you were needing, as well as to now start earning Stampin' Rewards. The other thing I want to keep reminding you of is when the new catalog releases, cardstock is going to go up from $11.25 a pack to $14. So now is the time to stock up on your cardstock so that you can save a little bit of money, of course, before the prices change. That includes, of course, the in colors. Make sure that you get a chance to get anything in the 23 to 25 in colors, which is, of course, Wild Wheat, Bloho Blue, Moody Mauve, Copper Clay, and Pebbled Path. So make sure if you haven't got your refills, etc., that you get those sooner than later. They are out on the last chance list, but I do know that some of the things that go with wild wheat have already sold out. So you want to get those sooner than later. There will be an In Color Club coming, as well as a DSP share as soon as I get past Saturday and Creative Escape. I will get all of that set up and posted for you to take advantage of. If you haven't yet, make sure you go over and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have a link here that you can click on and then click the little bell to follow me. And once I have 50 subscribers, I'll be able to start going live over there and then streaming here to Facebook, and you won't have to worry about things being backwards because it's driving me crazy. What else? Club Cove for the month of April is up for registration. We're going to be using the Everyday You and Me. I love this paper. You've seen me use it a ton. We're using it again tonight. I love this bundle. It's got some wonderful sentiments that you can use for your scrapbooking or memory keeping. Of course, you've got the flowers, and it does have matching dies with it, which makes it great to make your elements for your pages. So you have until the 20th. I'm going to go ahead and extend that. It's typically the 16th, but I've had people reach out to me and say, hey, what's the deadline? I'm going to extend it through Sunday the 20th. Okay, so you have time to do that. It's a monthly subscription. It is $30 for porch pickup or $38 if you need me to ship it to you. And shipping's now $9.75, and I did not raise my price on the shipping, so it will stay $38 through this session. Okay. Next Thursday, we have our Just Sweet and Simple card class at the extension office. That's over at Poplar Level and Gardner Lane. We're going to make 4 cards for $18, and it's just going to be a fun little class. It's going to be at 6 o'clock. If you're interested in that, there is a link over on DonnaStamps.com that you can go over and register. But we are having so much fun with our classes at the extension office. The room we use, the conference center, is just wonderful. So I hope that you will consider coming to that class. We also have scrapbook class on the 3rd Thursday, and the one for this week is already past registration, but you can sign up for the one coming up in May. And then, of course, BOGO sale, get it on your calendar. It should be on the 4th Sunday in May. However, that is Memorial Day weekend, so I am bumping it 1 week up. So it will be June 1st from 1 to 4 at the Marine Corps League. It's a free event. You just come and shop, and for every $1 that you spend in my online store, or my store there, not online, but my store at the BOGO sale, you'll get a equal dollar amount in product from the catalog. So if you spend $50, you're going to get $50 free in the brand new catalog, and there's some awesome stuff that I can't wait for you to see. What else? And of course, still comment and post. We'll still be and share. We'll still be doing our weekly drawing just like normal. And there will still be a freebie for any orders that are placed that are $35 or more. So again, another perk, you're going to get 10% of that $35 deposited into your account, but then you'll also get the embellishment. And this month it is the antiqued pearls that are absolutely beautiful, and there's a picture of them here on the group. All right, so this was the card that we did 2 weeks ago. This was featuring the You Are Awesome bundle. That is a new online exclusive. I just love it. Sad that this embossing folder is retiring. It's one of my favorites. So if it's one of your favorites, you'll want to get that sooner than later. So I've got everybody's name here, and let's see who is going to get that card. And that is going to go to Tracy Conrad. So Tracy, I think I know how to find you, and I will get that to you. And then of course, if you share, hey Linda, if you share my video, type the word shared in all capital letters, and you will go into a separate drawing for cards from my stash. Now, one thing I wanted to remind you of is Facebook Lives as of February 19th only last for 30 days. I have been uploading them over to my YouTube channel, so you'll be able to go over there and see them indefinitely. So if there's something that, one in particular prior to February 19th, I'm going through all of my old ones. This one today, let's see what number this is. This is number 301. So I don't know that I'm going to upload all 300. I'm going to go look and pick some of the more popular fun folds, etc., and upload them as well. But anything from February 19th forward is already up there, with the exception of April 1st, I think. And then, of course, this one, but they will be up there shortly. But again, once I have 50 followers over on YouTube, then I'll be able to do everything live over there and stream it here. So even if it drops off, it'll already be sitting over on YouTube. All right. So let's go out here and make sure that you are not only liking this page, but that you are following this page. I am very close to 500 followers, and as soon as I hit it, the person that puts me over 500 is going to get an extra gift from me. So the cards for sharing are going to go to Tracy Schomburg. So it's the night of the Tracys. How fun. All right. So, like I said, we are going to be doing this fun fold using Everyday You and Me. You don't have to write down the measurements. I will put them all up on the Creative Cove shortly after, along with some pictures. And then, of course, if you have questions, you can always reach out and let me know. So, hold on one second. Let's put the camera down. It seems odd not having my host code card there. But let's see. I think we are good. I can see my hands. Okay. I don't have anything to direct me anymore. All right. Hi, Linda. It's the night of the Lindas and the Tracys. So glad you guys could all be here. Hopefully you got your taxes done. And you survived all this crazy weather. So again, let me show you, and I'm sorry it's backwards, but this is the Everyday You and Me bundle. This is, again, Club Cove for the month of April, but I love this, and I love the papers and everything that come with it. If you are a scrapbooker, this actually has a scrapbook workshop that you can purchase. It also has some coordinating two-tone cardstock and a sticker sheet to make some gorgeous pages. And we actually use that in our scrapbook club, our class. I keep saying club. It's a class in April. So a very fun stamp set for sure. What you're going to need is a piece of the Designer Series paper. This one is 4.5 by 10 1/4, and you're going to score it at 2, 3, 5.5, and 7 7/8. Then you will need a piece of cardstock. This one happens to be Pretty Peacock, and this is 6 3/4 by 5.5, and you're going to score it at 4 1/4. Now, that's the basics, okay, of what you need to create this card. Then you're going to need some elements in order to decorate the card, and you can do a wide variety of things. I'm going to be using the Countryside Corners. This is on sale in the last chance list, I believe, for $19. So I am using these two right here, right? I'm using, these three. So the three middle ones, for lack of a better word, are the ones that we're going to be using. And then in addition to Everyday You and Me, I'm going to be using one image out of the So Sincere, which I love this stamp set too. All right. And then our colors of our ink that coordinate are going to be Wild Wheat, Lost Lagoon, and Pretty Peacock. So for our elements, you're going to need 3 different, if you want to do it like mine, 3 different sizes of the corner dies. So this is the 3rd largest, and then you're going to need 2 more. I did that same size in a piece of coordinating DSP that'll go here. You need 2 white pieces. So these are the smaller coordinating dies that'll go on these. And then you need another piece for an element on the front. And you could you could, what am I trying to say? Emboss things. You could change it up and just do a wide variety, but that's what we're going to work with right now. Okay. So what I'm going to start with is I'm going to pull in these 3 white pieces and do our stamping, and then I'm going to show you how to fold and put this card together. So I need my mat. Right here it is. All right. Because Everyday You and Me is a photopolymer, we're going to start with that. And then for one of these, I do have the stamp set out of So Sincere. And I think I want to do these in Pretty Peacock. So what I'm going to do, this one says, Knowing You Brings Joy to My Heart. And I'm going to stamp this up a little bit higher. Just like that. And then while I have that out, from Everyday You and Me, I'm going to do So Much Joy on a Nested Essentials die. And I'm going to put that up here in this top right corner, just like that. Okay, so I don't need Peacock any longer. Hey, Tanya. Wow, yay, Tanya Day. Did you get a message like telepathically? Because I was actually going to send you a message. It was so good to get to see you in Raleigh. I miss you guys so much. Okay, so we've got this stamped, okay? Then I'm going to use my Lost Lagoon as well as my Wild Wheat. And I'm going to do some flowers on these panels. That one's going, okay. For this one, I'm just going to do some flowers. So I want this one. We were so busy, we didn't get to visit as much as I had hoped, but I had a great time. I hope you all did too. Can't believe it's already come and gone. It's crazy. We were all stressing, getting ready, and then next thing you know, it was over. Okay. And then for this one, I'm going to repeat this process down here. I love these roses. And the cool thing about this whole stamp set and all the coordinating products is that there are stickers and all kinds of things that coordinate. So we're going to do that. We'll lay those aside for a second. And then for this one, oh, I do need my, no, I'm not using that one. See, I change my mind. I do things on a whim, and then I change my mind. Okay, for this one, let me clean these because I want to do opposite of what I did on my other sample. Okay. So this one I want to do, well, called? Wheat Flowers Bigger. I came home from our backstage, or on stage rather, which was where all demonstrators can go and we learn, we see the new catalog, we just have all kinds of fun with so much energy and inspiration and just a new lease on everything that I want to do. There's just so much I want to do and so many projects I want to make. It's crazy. I love being able to see other demonstrators stamp and share. It's always fun. Okay, so we got all of our pieces done and stamped. Hey, Diana. Okay. So there is that. Now, let me go ahead and bring these pieces back in. And what we're going to do is we're going to add this Designer Series paper piece to this first panel. And next year we are going to Long Beach, California. I've been to California, but never to Long Beach, so I'm excited about that. And I am just layering all of these together. And this card was actually shared, not this design, but the card itself was shared at my recent team meeting. And I loved it. I was like, oh, this is so unique. And boy, you can use up your Designer Series paper. So I have to do this one. And of course, you know, I love to show you guys spun folds. So this is a good one. Okay, so there's all of our pieces that we're going to use. Okay, now I'm going to bring in that piece of cardstock, and again, it's 6 3/4 by 5 1/2. It's scored at 4 1/4, and we're going to go ahead and fold this flap over and burnish it. Okay, now the demonstrator that taught this, her name is Terry Gaines. And one of the things that she recommended with this card is to not do any of your burnishing with your bone folder, because with Designer Series paper, and I have found too, let me back up, when I am scoring Designer Series paper, you have to be really careful because it's not thick like your cardstock, and if you press too hard, especially if you use the scoreboard, then you run the risk of breaking the fibers down so badly that the paper cracks. So I actually did this with my trimmer. Okay, so we did it at 2, 3, 5 1/2, and 7 7/8. Now we need to make 2 valley folds and 2 mountain folds. So what I want to do is, I got to find my sides. I'm going to put the side that has the 2 and the 3 inch score marks to my left, okay? And then I have my 5 1/2 and my 7 7/8. So the first thing I want is I want 2 valleys on the far right side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this one in, and I'm going to burnish it with my fingers, okay? I'm not going to press really hard. I just want to crease that down, okay? Then, so that gives me my first valley. Then I'm going to bring this whole piece over on top of it. Make sure it's all lined up flush and burnish it again with my finger, okay? That way I'm not cutting into the paper, okay? So now on this end, I want 2 mountain folds. So I'm going to fold this back over, and I'm going to fold the first one down, okay, and burnish. And then I'm going to push this back and burnish, okay. So now I have 2 mountain folds, and I have 2 valley folds over here. So hopefully that makes sense, okay. So now we're going to attach this to our card base, okay? And we have to be really careful when we do this. So the idea here is that this piece here is going to drape over and be butted up flush to this edge of the card, okay? So the fold is just going to kind of go right in there. So I'm left-handed, as you all know, and sometimes when I do things and I watch a right-hander, it's a little backward for me. You could do this with liquid glue. I'm just going to use my seal, but what I want to do is I want to put the adhesive close to the fold, so close to that first score mark, but not in it, okay? So you want to make sure that you don't get into the actual thing, okay? So now this is where it gets tricky. You're going to want to find your fold, let it drape over, okay? Kind of line it up so you've got even, oops, this is why it's tricky, where you've got even space on both sides, and then just kind of let the paper fall down and over, okay? So that it looks like that, okay? So that way it's draped in, okay? And then you've got this little piece that's right here, okay? So the next thing you want to do is you want to have this little tab out, okay? So we're going to have it to where that next fold is extending out off the card. You're going to fold this one over and then this one over again. So you know that it's right because you've got just this little seam of paper right here, okay? So you'll know you folded it correctly by doing that, right? Okay, so now we're going to add adhesive on, oops, the two edges. Like this and like this. So I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive, okay? Now I've got everything flush, so all I want to do is close my card, make sure everything's lined up good, and then just rub with my fingers, okay? And when I do that now, I'm going to get this, okay? So that's why it's called a hidden message, because you're going to be able to have this little flap and this little flap come down, okay? Hopefully that makes sense, okay? And of course, you can always go back and watch it. But the one thing that you want to make sure is that you start by draping over here and then folding in, and if you do your adhesive correctly, this should fold and hide this panel, okay? And it should, I want you to look at it this way too. It's not, the DSP does not come all the way down, okay? So don't let that confuse you and think that it's not right, that the adhesive doesn't come all the way down to the same dimension as that card, okay? Hopefully that makes sense, okay? All right, so now we can do our decorating. So we've already got everything stamped, and I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna put it right here. So I'm gonna add some adhesive to the back. And you could just cut little rectangles. There's some new rectangle dies that I haven't gotten yet that would work perfectly. You just want to make sure that whatever you decide to use for the panels, that it stays within the two panels here, okay? You don't want to go over those, all right? So now we've got this one. And this one is going to go on the inside so that you can write your message. You could even put one over here if you like. Totally up to you. You could put one over here. Again, it's endless how you can decorate this. Okay, so that goes there. So we've got 1, 2, okay. Then we're going to add this panel to the front and we're going to center it. But what we want to do is we want to only attach it over here, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it here just to kind of see where I want it centered. And I have it sitting right at that score line, okay? I'm going to let go. Actually, I'm going to put my block on it. Ooh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to clank it. I'm going to grab some dimensionals. And I'm going to add 3 dimensionals. Whoop, if I can hold on to them. Thankfully, I have a nail appointment tomorrow because they are too long and they are driving me crazy. And that doesn't take much. I'm already crazy. All right, so we're going to add 3 right here. Just like that, okay? I can move my block because now I've got those right at the score line. You can kind of see now that if I pick it up, they are right here, okay? And then I'll take my paint tool. All right, and then I'm going to lay this centered on that panel, but only connected on this side, okay? So that's that. Then I have this one, and that's going to go here on the front like this. And I want it on dimensionals as well. And again, I want to make sure that I only put dimensionals where I can see them. So I'm going to do the same thing. I want it centered right about there. So I'm going to do 1, 2. By doing it this way, I don't have to worry about the dimensional showing. And it's right where I want it. Take these off. And one thing you want to watch is depending on your designer series paper, you want to make sure, and I'm sorry I didn't say this first, that you do your folding based on what you want to see, okay? That way, whatever you want on to show on the outside is what you're going to put face down when you start doing your folding, okay? So there's that. Then I have some of these adhesive back pearl trios, and I'm going to use these Lost Lagoon ones. And the crazy thing about these pearls is they pick up the color that is around it. So even though it has a hint of purple in it, it actually picks up the blues out of the paper. All right, so then your card does this. So it opens and then it opens. Okay? And it will stand up just like that so that they can display it. So isn't that fun? And it's actually really easy once you get your folds together, right? So again, like this and then like this. So then here's another one I did, similar but different. This one's using gray granite, another pattern out of the paper. So different pearls. These are from, what is that called? The Meadow Gems, I think. And this one has the back side of the DSP. This image is from You Are Remarkable. And then the flowers on the inside that kind of tie everything together. So 2 different looks, but I just pulled all of the colors directly from the designer series paper. So you'll have to give this one a try. Like I said, I will have all the measurements up for you on the Creative Cove here in just a little bit, along with pictures. And then you can always come back and watch this video if you have any questions about it. And then it will be uploaded here in the next few days over on my YouTube channel. So if you're not over there subscribed, please go over and do that. As I said, the sooner I get 50 subscribers there, I can start going live over there instead of here. And then our orientation will be exactly like we want it. So make sure you go set up your account if you haven't over on my online store so you can start earning your own Stampin' Rewards. If you have questions about it or you have any trouble, just let me know. I'll be happy to help you. And if I can't figure it out, we'll get you the answers that you need by calling Stampin' Up. So everyone have a wonderful Easter. If you are coming on Saturday to a Creative Escape, I can't wait to see you. And then I will be back on Tuesday of next week with something else to show you that's new and fun. So everyone have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh, Donna. If you all haven't figured it out, I am definitely having some cognitive issues, and we know it and we're working on it. So I apologize that sometimes I'm forgetful or things come out of my mouth backwards of what I intend to say. So I guess it's just part of being postmenopausal and 65. I don't know, but hopefully we'll figure it out and we'll get my act back together. So I will talk to you all soon. Have a wonderful Easter, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye-bye.